the psychiatrist who survived Auschwitz, and kept saying life has meaning. Viktor Frankl was an Austrian doctor and psychiatrist. He survived 4 concentration camps, including Auschwitz. He lost almost his entire family in the Holocaust, his parents, his wife, and his brother. Even after all of that, he kept repeating one message: life still has meaning. And no one can take away your inner freedom, the freedom to choose your attitude. One of his ideas was, even if someone loses everything, they can still feel real happiness for a moment by remembering what they truly loved. These words may sound simple, but coming from someone who lived through the worst suffering, they become very powerful. Early life, how Frankl became a psychiatrist. Frankl became interested in psychology while still in high school. He studied medicine in Vienna and specialized in neurology and psychiatry. He was especially focused on depression, suicide prevention. He believed humans are not made for comfort only. They are made to find meaning. He helped others, even before the W. As a young doctor, Frankl cared a lot about young people who struggled mentally. He supported the idea of free and anonymous counseling centers for students. These centers were later created in Vienna and other cities. He also worked in psychiatric hospitals and helped thousands of patients, including many who were suicidal. During this time, he began developing a new therapy that later became FAMU. Logotherapy, a therapy focused on one big question: what is the meaning of my life? A major decision. He chose family over escape. Before the U.S. entered the war, Frankl received a visa to leave Austria. But leaving would mean abandoning his parents. He struggled with the decision. Then he saw something that felt like AS. His father brought home a piece of stone from a destroyed synagogue. It contained part of the commandment: honor your father and your MOT. Frankl decided to stay and protect his family. He married a nurse, Tilly Grosser, in December 1941. Soon after, their lives were destroyed by deportations. In the camps, their scienced at Auschwitz, Dachau. In 1942, Frankl, his wife, and his parents were deported to their Scienstadt. His father died there in 1943. Later, Frankl was sent to other camps. His mother, murdered in a gas chamber. His wife disappeared in Bergen-Belsen. His brother died in Auschwitz. Only his sister survived because she escaped to Australia. Frankl also lost something else. His hidden manuscript, a book he was writing, was taken from him when he arrived at Auschwitz. Even so, he kept observing people and writing notes when possible. He also tried to help other prisoners as a doctor, especially those who wanted to kill themselves. He told them, even in horrible conditions, life still asks something from you. You may not control the situation, but you can still control your response. He believed strongly, nothing helps people survive suffering more than knowing their life still has meaning. He noticed something important. People who lost hope and purpose often died quickly, but people who had a reason to live, someone to return to, a task to finish, a goal, survived more often. He also wrote about prisoners who remain. We remember people who comforted others and shared their last piece of bread. They prove that you can take everything from a person, except the freedom to choose their attitude. Frankl was liberated in April 1945. After the war, turning suffering into a message. After the war, Frankl tried to find his family. He soon learned he was almost completely alone. He returned to his work and wrote books. His most famous book became Man's Search for Meaning. It became a worldwide bestseller. What is special about it? Frankl did not focus on describing horror in detail. Instead, he wanted to show life can still have meaning in any situation, even the worst. Later, he married again in 1947, had a daughter, and continued working as a doctor and professor. Logotherapy, Frankl's main idea. Logotherapy is sometimes called the third Viennese school of psychotherapy, after Freud's psychoanalysis, Adler's individual psychology. Frankl said meaning can be found through 3 main paths: work or meaningful action, love and relationships, courage and suffering, when suffering cannot be avoided, Unlike therapies that focus mainly on the past, logotherapy often focuses on TH. Future. What is still waiting for you? What responsibility do you still have? What mission can you still fulfill? Frankl also said freedom must be connected to responsibility. He even joked, seriously, that America should build a statue of responsibility to match the Statue of Liberty. He warned students, don't chase success directly. Success and happiness come as a side effect of doing something meaningful. His final message. Frankl wrote many books and helped thousands of people, but he did not see his fame as personal victory. He said the popularity of man's search for meaning showed something sad. Many modern people have things to live with but no reason to live for. In other words, they have comfort and tools, but they feel empty inside.